Like, can you guys lock in for the GTA 6 trailer number 2? Bro, I've already seen it. You're late. It's not fair. I was gone. Like, it's not too late for me to react, bro. The trailer is certainly something. Hey, yo, what does that mean? All right, chat. Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer 2. They had to drop this because they delayed the game, and they knew that there's only one way to get some good grace back from the community, and that was to drop a trailer, okay? And guess what? It worked. It worked. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, it worked. How many views is this? 106 million views. Honestly, that's a Monday for me.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time
You
on
guys can hear echo. Wait, first of all, is this what the? Yo, what the? Is it me? Are these graphics in the game?
your hands. I got some properties with...
Just fixing some leaks.
Brother, is this in-game footage or is this like... This gotta be like CGI trailer footage, right?
What you
That's base PS5. You're lying. You're lying.
doing up there?
There's no way this is the game.
Just fixing some leaks.
You know what? It's like, I say there's no way this is the game, but when I look at it, like this looks like the game. Because it's not perfect. It's not like perfect CGI. Like the way he moves, there's no way, right?
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian.
Is this the main character? The girl's the main character, right?
Love you, Jason.
PS5 is crispy, dog. I have a PS5, okay? And I'm telling you right now, no game I play looks like this. There's no way. Look at the reflection on his watch. No, there's no way this is the game. Look at the water moving, guys. Look at the water moving. Yo, first of all, like, yo, where is this game located? Guys, where is VCI? Is this Florida? This is Florida, right? I think I remember someone said it was like crazy Florida guy or something like that. So this gotta be Florida, right? Yes, Florida? Okay, I got you. Gaines. Yo, this is like no lie. This is kind of how I'm built. In real life, chat, I know you guys don't see it, but if I take off my shirt, this guy right here, this is how I'm built for real. Look at the water. Look at the beer bottle. Bro, look at her dodge. Look at her dodge this guy. What is going on? Look at her dodge this guy. Look at this. Look at this. That's literally what I do in real life. That's what I do in real life. I do like that little shimmy. That's not water. It's beer. That's a homeless guy. This is Florida.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
This is the main character.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have.
Is he an ex-inmate?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Is this against TOS? Am I can I get a am I allowed to watch this? Am I allowed to watch this? There's no need to do all those tiny VOD deleted. Tiny hairs? Wait, I didn't even notice this. Look, they did her tiny hairs on her thighs. Right, those are tiny hairs, right? Wait. I'm bugging. There's no way. Hey! We came back, yo. You are bugging? No, you're right. There's no hairs on her thighs. I was just paying attention.
Above your head, now!
That's all we get? This is all we get? This is all we get? Okay. Alright, it's fine. I'm not asking for more.
Now!
You, stay. The new beginnings.
You breaking news, isn't it?
So you're playing as two characters, right? You gotta be playing as two characters.
Trust me, this place is just the start for us.
See, like this looks more like gameplay, right? Like that's why it's hard to say. Like this right here is like this is 100% in-game footage.
The only thing that matters is who you know and what
I did
you
accidental
got.
accidental pause. Accidental pause. Accidental pause. Accidental pause.
The only thing that matters is who you know and what
Okay,
you got.
like, all right, like, hold on. Like, I don't want to be that person, but did they like they really just made the
only thing that matters is
and I like brought it up, okay? But like, they hooked her up. They hooked her up. I'm not gonna lie, they hooked her up, okay? And like, there's a gratuitous amount of shots in this trailer. I'm talking, I've seen like 7 shots so far where it focuses in on that, okay? Or like, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Someone on the marketing really knows. Yeah, no, they cook.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Nah, dirty cops. So like, what are we talking about, yo? What are we talking about, guys? Like, what is this? Yo. Hey.
You and me, Lou. We got this.
we got it.
So you're playing? Yeah, no, I was saying, what's that?
We got this.
We got it.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was DeMar DeRozan. See, like,
got
yo,
this.
Chad.
We got it.
Chad. What the fuck? What the fuck, yo? Yo, sorry, yo, excuse the language, yo. What in the world is going on? Someone tell me what in the world is going on, okay? Tell me, yo, can I pre-order this game? Is this it? They gave her the BBL. They gave her the BBL. This is coming to console first and PC. Yeah. So I think the way it works is because like they always do this with Grand Theft Auto is that they do console and then like a year later the PC release, which like I think they do on purpose because they low-key like double their sales. But like, you know, they get to make all the money off of console because who's not going to buy Grand Theft Auto 6 because it's on console? You know what I mean? Like, who's not gonna buy Grand Theft Auto 6? Nobody's not gonna buy Grand Theft Auto 6. And then they release it on console like a year later and then everyone rebuys it. They double the money. I had to wait. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm bad. I gotta... That's why PS5 the GOAT have to make 1 billion back. They have to, yo. I don't know how much they spent on this game, but I see it. This is wait a second. This is literally stolen. Is this not the scene from Fast and Furious?
Say my city, baby. My city, baby. Say my city, baby. My
We might have to move to Florida. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, we might have to move to Florida. Like I don't know. Like, I was thinking about like not even nothing to do with the game, but like I've been thinking about like a change of scenery. You know, just like a nice you know what I mean? Like a nice change of scenery. Like just like I feel like the view. I feel, you know what I mean? I feel like I would like a nice change of scenery. I'm thinking about the move. I'm thinking about the move to Miami, Florida, guys. I'm thinking. Okay. Looking at the hotel architecture, I feel like the architecture. That's what I love most. That is what I love most about Florida, bro. The architecture is like S tier. Like, dude, the way it curves.
Come to Fields Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Hey,
Is she working as a wait? What the wait? What is she working as a security? In the leopard print. In the leopard print, yo. No lie, I came back at the right time. Don't give him reasons not to stream, guys.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
Damn. Yo, why do they have to delay this game? May 26, 2026, bro. Why did they delay this game? I low-key want to go clubbing. I'm trying to move. I might have to move. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I might have to move. Like, seriously. What would be cooler? Think about this. What would be cooler than I go to Florida, I go to like a beach club, and I stream a game subathon where I beat the entire Grand Theft Auto 6 at a beach club in Miami? Like, come on. Like, what's greater than that, yo? What is greater than that, bro? Or like one of those those clubs, like the gentleman club type. You know what I'm saying? Nah, stop, little bro.
Plus details you might have missed from GTA 6 trailer 2.
Trust me when I say this, I don't think I missed any details.
First, unlike trailer 1, Rockstar actually provided some context for the story, which says Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them.
So you're playing as both the characters, right? That's kind of what it's implying.
But when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonida, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive.
Is Leonida a real place? Right, because it's like Las Venturas, it's like Las Vegas. I remember they it's like fake places, right? I don't remember. Did GTA start changing it to real places? You know what I'm saying? Leonida? It's not, right? It's a fictional. I knew it's not real.
So we know that they are partners,
Alternate
clearly.
names, yeah.
They've had a score that's gone wrong, and they are now stuck in the middle of some sort of
it must be like
criminal
one of those drug things. Like you do like an easy thing, all of a sudden you're like the most wanted criminal.
conspiracy. And so with that,
What if it was
we
co-op?
now have the context to start with the trailer.
There is
This first
no way. There is no way GTA 6 is co-op. There's no way. Unless it's like single player co-opable. Because like the story is so long. If it was co-op, I'm not joking, a co-op GTA would be record breaking, bro. It would be one of the greatest games of all time. There's just no way.
shot takes place in
Take the website to better experience. Okay, I'll check out
the
the website right after
Leonida
this.
Keys, which is a real-life hotspot for drug trafficking, which we will get into later. Here is where we get our first look at Jason's personal vehicle,
Look at
or
that
Jason's
car.
truck.
So
and
cool.
also, a new animal, an iguana, can be seen going underneath his porch.
Yeah.
Here we meet Brian. Judging from the fact that the Florida Keys is
This
a
must be from the website, right? Brian Header.
Hotspot
Nothing better than a mudslide. The drink? Brian's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys, still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife, Lori. Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work. Yeah,
Drug
he's probably the one that set you up in the beginning.
like I said,
And it screws
this
you over for
matches
the rest
with
of the
Jason's
thing.
story, as he is living on a property of Brian's rent-free, which is implied when Brian says,
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
which most likely means that Jason is helping Brian
That's also why his truck is so nice.
and with his work in exchange for staying at that property. Brian was once again also shown in some of the artwork that Rockstar released,
I haven't
so
seen this.
undoubtedly he will be a big part of the story. A large container ship moving in the background can be seen, and also Jason's first line in the trailer is,
I'm just fixing some leaks.
which could be a really funny reference to the September 2022
No way, right? Yo, I remember. Okay, I don't know. Like, I remember seeing this stuff on Twitter, and I don't know if it was a real leak. I thought it wasn't a real leak, but I remember they had like actual gameplay of GTA 6 leaked online. And if it was real, I remember like someone got in hella trouble for it, right? But I didn't actually watch it because I didn't want to I didn't want to get in trouble. I don't want to like ruin or spoil it for me, right? You gotta
leaks,
keep it
and
fresh.
there is some more evidence for this. In the next scene, a raccoon can be found going through a garbage bin in the background, and this is almost identical to one of the leaked clips. A 1950s car can be seen in rough condition on Jason's property.
The amount of details that's going to be in GTA 6 is going to change our lives. I'm not even
has
joking.
dirt piled on top of it from sitting so long. And this could be something to do with
I can't wait for the game to come out and people are like sitting there just like in awe at like what you're going to see.
Wyman's car parts that were found in the leaks as well.
Wait.
This sees something.
In one of the clips, you can see one of the devs placing a cardboard box on the ground. The box seems to have a circle icon in it, and that these boxes are lootable. Oh.
To do with the Wyman's car parts that were found in the leaks as well. In this scene, Jason says,
why do people leak though? Like, I'm actually so curious. I understand, like, you kind of do it for clout, but like, you're like, if you're leaking just for clout, like, dude, you're just like, what's the point? Like, what do you gain other than clout? And what do you gain off of that clout? Like a lawsuit? People would just live a whole life in there. I mean, if they're taking a whole extra year to make it, like, so they originally were going to release it this year, right? But now they're taking a whole nother year of work on it. Dude, it's going to be crazy. I think, I don't know what they're going to do with it. It's going to be crazy. You pet every animal possible.
See you, Brian.
No way. No way.
Love you, Jason.
Implying that they have more of a relationship than just someone he's working for.
Yeah.
Maybe his dad, we don't really know. Also, I'm just going to mention this once now.
Look at the arm hairs.
The ray tracing scene in this trailer is unbelievable, and there are countless examples of how good it is.
Dude,
the windows on Jason's...
There's no way. If you run this game with RTX on PC later, dude, you're going to get 2 FPS.
Car are rolled down and set
lucky.
to 2 different lengths. The lady can be seen holding her dog, and on top of this, her car has paw prints on the hood, which, just like the cars we saw in trailer 1, imply that there will be a lot more personalization for vehicles. Plus, her house in the background seems to have a modeled interior.
One of the most underrated parts about Grand Theft Auto is their cars. The car stuff. Like, obviously, like, it's like a simple driving mechanic and everything, but they have that shit down pat. I'm not gonna lie, driving in GTA 6 is one of the best experiences. I mean, just in Grand Theft Auto in general is one of the best experiences. The sweat on them,
which could be Rockstar's new
like,
interior AI
there's like, you know, there's
patent.
like gameplay cutscenes, and then there's like gameplay, and I just don't know if this is like a gameplay cutscene where it's like kind of half. But
which
if you're playing the game and it looks like that,
appears to be generated instead of just flat images like we have in GTA 5. This is our first good look at Jason in this trailer, and obviously from trailer 1, he has gone through a lot of changes, mostly with the hair and the scruffier beard. But my theory is that this is actually later in the story than when we first saw him in trailer 1. When busting open the register, the coins in the tray realistically slide with the movement of the till. There's also a hookah that can be seen used in the store as well, and the phone number on the register starts with 305, which matches up with
did someone try calling that number?
The area code for Miami.
No way,
you can see some workers trimming the grass on the side of the road for extra immersion, and one of the trucks has a hitch accessory, again adding to more vehicle customization. The license plate on this truck looks very similar to one you'd find in Florida.
In the orange, yeah, the oranges.
However, the truck in front of us is very
Florida
weird.
Oranges.
We know from the
shout
screenshots
out,
that Rockstar
Bieber.
released that this says Discover Gloriana as it's shown on other license plates.
You know what I hope they really do? John, you can get him your hairstyle? No fucking way. You think I can get my hairstyle on that main character? There's no shot. There's no
Meaning
shot, right?
that Georgia has also been added to the game. Also, Peacock Bay is a new named location that we had no prior knowledge about. This part,
what I hope they really do, which is like one of my favorite parts of Grand Theft Auto, for anyone who doesn't know, is that they have like this like alien, what do you call it? Like an alien
at the beach looks
like Easter
insane.
egg, and I hope they bring that back to Florida.
Insane
and they
detail.
actually do it, and
the
not
girl
just like
walking
half
by
do it
kicks
and then like
up
hide
sand
it.
as she walks. Also, the dude is wearing AirPods, or I guess in this game they technically be called fruit pods, so maybe you can listen to music wherever and headphones might become a thing. The beer in the bottle simulates light exactly how it would in the real world. There's a cat cleaning itself on top of the ATM.
I didn't even know
and overall,
a cat.
This seems to be
Dude, I really hope you can buy a pet.
An
like,
average convenience store
game?
like we would find in GTA 5, but obviously the detail has been taken to a whole new level. There's also a very funny ad for something called Vapomint, which means that there won't only be smoking, but also vaping will be making an appearance. In GTA 5,
aliens will be illogical. No, but they have aliens in every single like Grand Theft Auto.
Normally
like,
just be killed by cops
right?
on the spot.
Really
but in this scene, they are actually doing an arrest, which indicates more lively world events. Accurate contrails from the plane above. And here, we finally learn the full name of our two protagonists, Lucia Caminos and Jason Duval. The cop can be seen moving certain objects around dynamically, and the sound of it moving is accurately distorted by the microphone the guard is using.
Duval.
I think you heard before.
You might have.
Also, how long do you think it'll be before someone counts the amount of holes in this window? When getting out of prison, Lucia is now wearing the ankle monitor that could be seen in the original promotional art released with Trailer 1, which is more noticeable in this scene later. Also, Sexy Time Part 1. This line of her—
Dude, okay, like I never even thought about this, but there's definitely going to be scenes like this in the game, right? So like for TOS, are you allowed to even play those scenes on stream?
saying,
I forgot, are there actual like nudity is there actual nudity in GTA? I actually don't remember, or is it just like near nudity?
Above your head, now!
Makes me 100% confident that this actor is Manny L. Perez.
I think this is already confirmed, right?
That there was much debate. Anyway, the monitors in the bank have gone into lockdown, presumably because of the robbery.
Yup.
Don't take this the wrong way, it's in the game, but the beer is called Pendejo, which is most likely the GTA version of Modelo. Ducks
Isn't Pendejo mean stupid?
can be seen in the water now as well, which confirms them
They can do what BG3 did, and they had the option to hide nudity. That's what I was thinking, right? Like, make it so that it becomes like stream friendly, because they know for a fact this game is going to be streamed for years to come, right? So like, obviously in the beginning there's going to be a lot of Grand Theft Auto streams and like gameplay and stuff, because it'll be the popular like game, it just came out, all that stuff, right? And then there's going to be a moment where like there's nothing to really do in GTA, because as far as we know, there's no like GTA roleplay, but I think they're working with role player like servers so they can make RP available. And if that's available, GTA is going to be dominating like the stream charts forever, like literally forever. I just feel while fucking we will have an interaction. No way. Like there's a QuickTime event. They can
from the leaks, and also the amount of boats seen in this one area proves that the ocean will have a ton of interesting events going on instead of just on land like most games before. Here we can clearly see the drug trafficking we talked about earlier, as they are loading what is most likely drugs into a Dodo plane. Once again, this is taking place at Brian's boatwork and marina, which indicates that it's the same Brian we met at the beginning of the trailer, and even Lucia can be shown doing community service while wearing a Brian's company hat,
so
which means
he'll definitely be the one that sets everyone else on a bad path. Bro, I figured out what's gonna happen, guys. Chat, I figured out what's gonna happen. Okay, I figured out what's gonna happen. Okay, you're gonna get out of prison, okay? And then you're gonna be down bad because like you're down bad and like whatever, right? And then boom, he's gonna say, I work for this guy Brian. He's got us a quick job. We get this money and let's go to university. Like, let's live a new life, right? Boom, bada bing. Job goes bad. Now all of a sudden, what's that one drug cartel member? He's on your ass, okay? So then you have to bing, bada boom, bada bing, right? Turns out this guy is that drug lord, and he set you up because you didn't pay rent. Because you didn't pay rent. I think that might be the story, yo. Not the QT. God of War walks so GTA can run in sex. Exactly.
Big role in this game. Jason and Lucia have
you missed the stroke.
A pet snake. So whether or not we can have more pets is still yet to be seen. This is the first time we meet Cal Hampton, Jason's friend and business associate.
Like
he could be the equivalent of GTA 5's Lester, as his description has him feeling safest at home while snooping on various radio comms. Okay, now, first of all, goddamn. And second of all, this is the same dress that Lucia was wearing in the car scene during Trailer 1, which most likely makes them a part of the same sequence. This nightclub that they're in is the same nightclub that was being promoted by the
We're gonna be able to go night clubbing
in one of the intro shots of Trailer.
Why 69 when you can 9? Wait. Why 69? When you can 919. Oh, because the name of the club is 919. But what does that look like in the, like, well, you have a piece of paper between you? Like, what is that? I don't get it.
Also, the NPC density is unlike anything we've
looks way
seen in a
better than
Rockstar game
100%.
before.
It
They
looks
are
way
quite
better than the trailer
literally
one.
everywhere.
Well, I think they had to
People
drop
are
something
seen
big, right?
pressing
Because, like, the
Jason
game
about
got
being a
delayed.
Fed, which could give some reasoning to the theory of Jason being a cop. And there could even be more give some reason.
Jason is an undercover cop. Makes sense since we first see of a police raid. I'm guessing he falls in love with Lucia and is torn between his duty and his love. No, I wish I didn't read this. I wish I didn't read this. Oh my god.
To the theory of Jason.
No, I wish I didn't read this.
Cop. And there could even be more evidence of this later in the trailer.
That would be a fucking great story, though. That would
When
be a
we
great
see them
story.
trying to escape the apartment, Lucia is wearing the exact same outfit she was wearing when they robbed the gas station at the end of trailer 1, which
Well,
means
it doesn't make sense if he's an undercover cop, right? Because if you play as him, you're probably gonna end up killing people because that's what you do in every game. And like, are you really doing that as an undercover cop?
this is most likely the same apartment as the trust scene.
They got your name, address, they got everything.
Now, assuming they are talking about the cops when Brian says this as they show up in the next scene, this would then disprove the Jason is a cop theory somewhat, but there's still something more I have to bring up. There is a theory that this is Raul Bautista, who, for all intents and purposes, is our Michael from GTA 5.
Wait, he looks like him. Confidence, charm, and cunning. Wait, he kind of looks like him, but this guy looks way more fit, right?
Bautista, who, for all intents and
Oh, no,
purposes,
this guy looks
there
way
is a
more
theory
fit.
that
I don't
this
think it's
is
him. I don't think
Raul
it's him. I don't think it's
Bautista,
him.
who, for all more,
He does
then
look like him, but this
disprove
guy's
the
like-
Jason is a cop theory
He's kind of a little
somewhat,
thicker,
but there's still something.
And then if you look like he doesn't have that like the you know how like his goatee in between is missing, and then he has like that little under the lip
more
thing,
I have to
but
bring
on the
up.
picture. But
There
he
is
doesn't
a
have it here.
theory
But he
that
doesn't have it
this
here.
is Raul Bautista, who, for all intents and purposes,
Right,
is
like, he's-
our Michael
This guy
from
looks way cleaner. He looks way cleaner.
GTA 5, a seasoned
Maybe time
bank
passes
robber.
at some point.
However, judging from the small
See?
amount of screen
like this guy's a hottie. Like I would give it up, but for the other guy, I wouldn't. I wouldn't for the
shots
other
and
guy.
info we have about him,
Right.
it doesn't really look like the same person. So with that, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Like he's just way hotter. I'm not. He's like a this is like if he like became a dad and like but like not even like this is
Leave the debate
it's not,
to
it's
you
not.
guys. But in the scene where he says,
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
in GTA 5, there was no scene where we heard Steve or Dave, for example, talking where the protagonist wasn't with them, which, following that standard, would mean that
So this is Jason.
could
He's
potentially
an S tier version. Yeah, he's like it's like him versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
be Jason standing off to the side. Here we get a first look at the drive-by mechanics
versus-
and see that Jason is leaning his entire body out of the car, which is a mechanic that was confirmed in the leaks as well.
Okay.
We can see a working
Wait, is that not
Metro
normal? Did they not do that before?
at the top of this scene, and this is also our first look at Bay Lux, who is a part of the Real Dimes influencer group, who is basically a rapper and just a social media star. This shot takes place in Port Gellhorn, which is also where the final shot of the first trailer takes place. Jason can be seen tossing a dude into a car, which implies better combat, but there's also probably more going on here since a car has exploded in the background. Here we can also see
The fact that this is
looping
gameplay
on here since
Dude, the fact that this
A
is
car has
gameplay
exploded
is
in the
crazy.
background.
And you can tell it's gameplay because this car fire is not that great.
Here we can
You know what I
also
mean?
see
But, like, the
Lucia's combat
graphics-
ability, and undoubtedly Lucia is going to be a fighter.
Dude, Lucia's gonna be so fire.
On the Rockstar website,
I feel like the game is kind of building her up to be betrayed again. But then you get to like at the end like walk away as her. Like I can't wait to see her story, man.
it even says
Lucia
that
seems like a
Lucia's
fire
father
character.
taught her to fight as soon
And
as
is
she
Lucia
could
the
walk.
first main protagonist that's a female? I think it is.
In fact, on the website, it says that fighting for her family was what landed her in the Leonida Penitentiary, and sheer luck got her out, which calls back to the beginning of trailer 1 when she says,
Bad luck, I guess.
Jason calls Lucia Lou, followed by "We got this," and then Lucia replying saying "We got it," implies once again, like trailer 1, that trust is going to be extremely important in this story. This
Yeah,
explosion
what are you gonna do in the co-op parts? It's like if the game. There's no way because I think it would have been leaked. But if the game comes out as a co-op game, it's gonna be like the most like legendary shit of all time, right? So it's probably not co-op. But during these parts, are you switching off? Probably like in the game where like one person is like a sniper and then you switch angles and then you play another character, or is it you just playing one character the whole time?
Is worlds above anything I've seen in games
I see so
before.
many tragic romance.
Also,
yeah.
notice how
I agree. I think there's gonna be a ton of tragic romance like moments, right? It's 100%. It's gonna happen.
Later
It's like
SUV
100%
is
gonna
blown
happen.
away from the explosion, while the riot
someone's-
van
yeah,
is
someone's
only
gonna die or it's
nudged
gonna
by
be
the
betrayed.
shockwave, which
100%.
indicates varying weight with cars. Lucia's hair can be seen blowing around from the explosion, and
Physics?
also the grenade launcher is appearing once again. We can see Draquan showing Jason a video on his phone,
Dude.
which may imply that we can take videos with our phone as
Tell
well.
me this guy doesn't look like fucking DeMar
In a video
DeRozan.
on his
Tell me this guy doesn't look like DeMar DeRozan.
phone, which may imply that we can take videos with our phone as well. Fighting in the wheel compartment of an airliner confirms that vehicles other than cars will have detailed interiors as well. And judging from how far away the buildings are, we aren't nearly enough for these to be clouds, which means that dense fog will be a new weather effect in GTA 6. Here we have a clear Fast and Furious 5 reference
Yup.
with a safe being dragged
Yup,
around
that's
by
exactly
a car.
what I was saying.
And it's hard to notice, but
It's
the
gonna be- this is gonna
oncoming
be cool.
car
This is gonna be
stops
really-
in
I think this is gonna be a
anticipation
fun
for the
mission.
reckless driving of the pickup. We got Sexy Time Part 3, and here we aren't sure who this is yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say this part was a weird scene. He's kind of like, he's like filming this,
Taking
and
a
they're kind of like, hey, like, she's like jumping up and
Video
down.
with his phone hopefully proves what I thought from the earlier scene. This is Vice City Boulevard, which we saw in trailer 1,
This
but
is
this
gonna
time
be so fire.
from a different angle.
Guys, like,
you can see a
I can't wait to see what the world looks like. This world right here, like if it is truly this populated, brother. Imagine getting in this Viper, which is like a staple in the GTA universe. You get in this Viper and you just run over every single person on this corner taking a picture, yo.
ton of new cars,
Like, that would
and
be
again,
so
more crazy
fire.
customization
You know what I
with the
mean?
rims
Like,
on
just
the
boom, they're
benefactor.
eating over here, you
And
just run
as a
them
nice
over.
touch,
You know
the
what I
Bravado
mean?
Banshee is once
Like, it's-
again
yo,
making a
I cannot
return.
wait. I can't
Needless to
wait,
say,
yo.
the night scene
Like, you like especially if you can go like boom, you get in a car, go straight through this nightclub. Oh my god, like come on,
is
yo.
going
What
to
are we
be
talking
insane in this game.
About? Like, dude,
now this
if
is a
the-
cool
if the
fact.
density is this high.
The president on the bills thrown around in the club have the presidents from RDR2 on them. Now it's hard to miss,
That's
but
pretty
obviously
cool.
there's a PS5
There's a PS5
controller on
Wait,
the
why? Wait, is this game not coming out on Xbox One also?
table and what looks like a
Is that the
PS5,
newest Xbox or is that Series S? What is the new Xbox called?
which is hilarious product placement from Sony since they have the marketing rights to GTA 6.
Oh, I
Ammunition
see.
is making
I
a return,
see.
except now it's called Phil's Ammunition, and there will probably be different names for each store. This is most likely Jason and Lucia's.
I'm assuming what happens is this is in the beginning of the game where like you're trying to be a clean, like she has an ankle monitor, right? You're trying to be clean, so she's like a construction worker, right? But then later on, that's when you start getting that money. All right, once you start getting that money, things start going crazy, right? Oh, so what's up? Welcome back, Evo.
Safe house that takes place in the Gator Keys, as you can see the bridge in the background. And the level of detail of this game is immense. I mean, you can see the foam level on the
Dude.
beer. And not only
Can
that,
you?
but the
Bubbles.
beer can be
The
seen
bubbles.
bubbling inside of the bottle.
Hey,
The
game of
operating
the
light
year.
on the controller behind the
Game of
beer
the year.
bottle is being distorted by the liquid in the beer.
I
The
didn't
cou-
even notice that. Dude, no way. No way, the PS5 controller? Like for anyone who doesn't know, do I have one on me right now? I don't have one. Oh, right here. The PS5 controller? You get like this like light bar right here. It's not on, but you get this light bar right there, and it's shining through the fucking glass bottle right here. The chat's in the way, but just believe me.
Couch cushions
No
compress
way.
as Lucia's weight is added to them, and also the tiles by
way.
the door are now pulled up, which wasn't present when Jason walked into the house at the beginning of the trailer, which implies that this takes place later in the story. The Buzzard attack chopper is making a return,
I
but
can't
this
wait to fly this thing.
time it has unique weapons on the side, and it looks like Brian is manning one of the guns. In fact, this scene and even the next look very similar to ones we saw in trailer 1.
Dude,
you
look
have
at,
the,
like, look at
airboat,
look at
the
different
next
weathers.
look very
Like you got a sunny
similar
day,
to
right?
ones we
You got like this like
saw
sunset
in
look.
trailer 1.
Like it's,
you
it's
have
so
the
beautiful. You got this foggy like Florida muddy areas.
airboat going through the Everglades, and in the next
Everglades.
scene, it looks like the Dad Bod Squad from trailer 1. Also, just to the right of the boat, you can see the extremely tall tower that we saw in the first frame of trailer 1.
This one!
This scene could be a tall
Bro,
tower
I bet you
that we
more
saw
than anything. You can climb up this tower and then at the top, UFO.
in the first frame of trailer 1. This scene could be in-game footage as the light just isn't quite as strong as some other scenes in the trailer.
No RTX,
but another
RTX
small
off.
note is that
But the
Jason
motorcycle
ducks
looks
his
really
head
good.
very slightly as the plane passes overhead. Here we can see what looks like an in-game version of the Corvette C8 that drives by Jason. And I'm only assuming it's Jason because the same bike he jumps off of is the one he was driving in the
This is not
previous
Jason.
shot. Because the
that's not
same
Jason,
bike
what?
he jumps
Isn't this gotta be Lucille?
off of is the one
I'm not gonna lie, this person has too much of a fatty to be Jason.
he was driving in the
I'm sorry.
previous shot.
I'm sorry.
Every
Hey,
building
that's
in this
just
shot
my take
has
on
what
it.
appears to be modeled
Yeah, that's Lucille.
interiors.
Okay, that's gotta
but
be
again,
Lucille.
this could just be the interior
100%.
AI.
I've seen
However,
it enough times
it is
to know.
important to note that the Megamundo building seems to have way more detail on the interiors
No
compared
way, dude. No way, bro. It's like real life. Like if I took a photo of this and had this, you guys would think this is like a blurry photo. Like this looks like real life. Like when you see one of these buildings in real life, there's always like lights that are kind of open, lights that are on, like different color lights. It's like, what is like, dude, you can see like what?
compared to the building beside it, meaning this is most likely an enterable building. Sexy Time Part 4, but also this room looks identical to the room that they were in during trailer 1 when they were talking about trust. Shooting from inside the boat isn't new from GTA 5, however, the detail of the bullets hitting the helicopter is a lot
I'm not gonna lie, if you're this helicopter and you can't stop these two people on a boat,
more
you gotta
realistic.
retire. I'm sorry.
Bullet
There's no
impacts
way.
now create an atmospheric effect when hitting the road.
Ooh,
you can see an
that fire
NPC
effect,
about
the
to hop
exhaust.
onto the window of the car to fire a rifle, which means that that mechanic isn't limited to just us players.
Everybody
and as
can
well,
do it.
Mariana County,
Yo, I could have sworn
Vice
that was already in the game. Does anybody remember? Is it not already in the game for you to lean out the window and like aim? Or is that just like a different game? Is it
Dale
just 'cause it's so
County
old?
and Draper Island are again all new named locations we didn't know about yet. Jason can be seen jumping from vehicle to vehicle, which is basically
Fast
just an
and Furious.
upgraded version of what we had in RDR2.
Fast and Furious.
And here, Cal can also be seen wearing a Brian's Marina shirt, which implies all the characters are connected. Also, there is a boat being worked on in the background, which implies boat customization as well. Jason's
Why is
muscle
he
car
jumping like
makes
that?
another appearance like it did in trailer 1. However, this time, one of the doors is a different color. Now, obviously, there is a ton of other new info we learned from all of the screenshots
Dude,
and
what
info
the
that Rockstar
hell?
posted on their website today, which I left
Dude,
a link in the
there's so many fucking characters in this that
description
look so
if you want to
cool.
look at it. So I'll be releasing another
Like,
video soon
yo.
compiling all of that info as well.
The
But
rarest
either way, I
collectible.
hope you
This car is in every game. I'm assuming somebody in Grand Theft Auto is in love with the Viper. There's no way
all
you
enjoyed.
see it
Make sure
in
to
every
subscribe,
game,
and
like
I'll see
from the
y'all in the
beginning
next
to
one.
the end.
Peace.
Like, yo, this is let me check out the website. What you're telling me we have to wait a whole nother year? Like for what? Like a whole year? They don't. You know what's so funny about this that I think is really funny is that they don't even have to like release anything else. People are gonna buy this. Like, what's the point of marketing for this game? You know what I mean? Like the second this game drops, the name is that's all you need. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, okay, this is that YouTube. Jason Duvall. He wants the easy life, but things just keep getting harder. He grew up around grifters and crooks. Oh my God, if he's a cop, he's a grifter. After staying in the army, take off the trouble thing, he found himself in the keys. Okay, working for a local drug lord. Yup. The GOAT. I like this. Does anybody know who this actor is based off of? It's a good looking dude. My theory is because GTA 5 is still popping, they don't want to get rid of that revenue. That's true. That's true. But like, dude, GTA 6, come on, let's be honest, bro. GTA 6 is just gonna replace GTA 5 in the revenue game and just fucking it's gonna literally make them a fucking $1 trillion company, bro. A $1 trillion company, yo. Zaddy John, what's up, Ulta Beauty boy? Yo, long time no see, man. Yo, it's gonna be crazy, man. Jason looks so cool. He looks like an actor, like Matthew McConaughey. If anything happens, I'm right behind you. W Jason, bro. Another day in paradise. Meeting Lucio could be the best or worst thing to ever happen to him. No, right now, but it's hard to tell. This is giving cop vibes, huh? Lucia Camino, Lucia fought her fight. Yep. So she's obviously gonna be like, you're gonna get in a lot of brawls with her for sure. Wants the good life her mom. Wants the good life her mom has dreamed of since her days in Liberty City, but instead of a half big fantasy, Lucia is prepared to take matters in her own hands. I like that. You know, sometimes you can't do things the right way. See, like if this is in game, like look at this. If this is in game, yo, it's gonna be insane, yo. It's they keep delaying it. One flaw could take it down. Nah, I'm telling you right now, when this game comes out, people are gonna expect it to have bugs, right? Like, there's no way this game's gonna come out with no bugs. Like, these kind of games never come out without bugs, right? In fact, I would argue in the first, like, online and in game, you're gonna be able to do so many things to hack money, right? To glitch, like there's gonna be infinite money glitches everywhere, right? So like you know what you have to do with GTA? You have to abuse as fast as you can and as much as you can, okay? So I'm telling you, this is a tip to everybody out there. I don't know if they're gonna ban people because I don't know if they're that serious. But when it starts, make sure everybody cheat as much money as you can, okay? Cheat as much money as you can because there's gonna be a lot of infinite money hacks. This is giving cop vibes for real. The guy is giving cop vibes. PC mass explosions. This is the reason I don't think they'll permanently ban, by the way, people who do that. I think there's gonna be there's gonna be literally tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who cheat. So like it'll be okay. I think if it's an in-game glitch that they patch up later. Who you know and what you got fresh out of prison. I wonder what she's in prison for. Like I'm actually curious. Like she got in a fight, but like what happened with the fight? When sun fades, neon goes. Everyone has something to gain and more to lose. Cal Hampton. What if everything on the internet was true? This is our conspiracy guy, but he's one of those guys that you just like. He's on your team the whole time. And he's just a good guy. This guy right here, yeah, he's just like a good friend of Jason. It looks like. Look at this shit, bro. There are many too many birds flying around in perfect formation. There are way too many birds flying around in perfect formation. This guy is phase adept, bro. The psychopaths are in charge. Get used to it. Cal's at the low tide. American happy. There. Jason has bigger plans. Yeah, I think she's gonna be real. I don't think that guy will betray you. This guy looked like. Look, hey. He looked like the GOAT. That's all I'm saying. He kind of looks like Ice-T. Ice Cube. My bad. Not Ice. He looks like Ice Cube, right? In this specific photo. And then he looks like a Ross here. Boobies, the local strip club and recording studio. Boobies, all smiles until it's time to talk business, bro. That's real. It looks like Rick Ross, but then Ice-T in this video. Not Ice-T, bro. Ice Cube. Oh my fucking god, I'm so cooked, bro. He looks like Ice Cube and then looks like Rick Ross and some of these other ones. Okay, I'm cooked. The club money pay for the studio and the drug money pay for it all. See, I like that, bro. I like that. How quality cuts. Bob might seem like he's just out for himself, but it's his partnership with the young aspiring music mogul Draquan. Wait, Draquan's the girl, right? For only Raw Records that he just most invested in. This guy, it sounds like Drewski. Now that I just need a hit. Leonidas Keys. Draquan is this guy. We haven't seen Draquan yet, right? I'm back. We still on GTA. Yeah, this is gonna be a long react, yo. Yeah, this is gonna be a long react. Draquan preached only Raw Records. Draquan was always more of a hustler than a gangster. Even when he was dealing on the streets to make ends meet, breaking the music was the goal. So who's the other girl? Because I could have swore they said the other girl was Draquan. Or like Traquan? Dances are like my A&Rs. If the record's a hit, DJ's gonna be spinning it. You're with the label now. Now that he's signed the real DMS, Draquan days of booking accident booby strip club might be numbered as he sets his sight on fire. So he's gonna become like a fucking he gonna die. I'm not gonna we're gonna hear his songs on the radio, but someone's gonna die. One of these characters is gonna die. 100% one of these characters is gonna die. Maybe not him, but someone will. Shame you couldn't do the reaction in launch. I know. That's the thing I hate is that like when I was away, I couldn't do any of these when it actually happened because like that's what the hell is my mouse? That would have been like the best time to do it. This is the influencer girl. Real Dimes. Bay Lukes and Roxy, aka Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls with a savage to turn the time, shaking down local dealers. Okay, so they some hustlers for real. I wonder how you meet them. All my dimes in this club meet my twin, make it a dub. Not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck that means. One hit away from fame. An early hit single with local rapper Downplay took Real Dimes to new heights. Now after 5 years and a whole lot of trouble, they're signed to only Raw Records. Booby is gonna be this is an Audi. This is literally an Audi, but like their version of it. Port Gellhorn. Raul Bautista, we haven't seen this guy yet. This is not the cop because he's too hot, right? He's too hot. Confidence charm, he's the bank robber. Yeah, no, this is definitely not a cop, bro. Like, he's robbing a bank with his mask down, bro. There's no way. Life is full of surprises, my friend. I think we all be wise to remember that. He feels like someone that will betray you, or he's going to be one of the goats and be with you the whole time. A professional at depth, Raul's recklessness raises the stakes with every score. Sooner or later, his crew will have to double down or pull the chips from the table. Ambrosia. You should go to jail for saying Audi like that? Is it pronounced Audi? Like you have an outie, like belly button? Brian Header, nothing more than nothing. Oh, we already read this guy in the thing, in his thing. This guy's a scumbag, 100%. Guys, I have no doubt he's gonna betray the hell out of us, guys. No way. There's no way in hell this guy doesn't betray the hell out of us, yo. I have so much grass in the plane I could make those State of Leonidas levitate. Looks like Leonidas beach bum moves like a great white shark. Brian's letting Jason live rent-free at one of his properties so long as he keeps with local shakedowns and helps with local shakedowns and stops by for Lori Sangria once in a while. Lori must be this girl. It must be like his like wife. Mount Kahlua. Who else is left? Dude, this is gonna be so fire, bro. There's gonna be a national park there. That means there's gonna be a fucking dinosaur, man. This is gonna be so cool. And then coming May 26, 2026, yo. Come on, man. Come on. There's a Severance? There's a Severance? Where's the Severance one? You said there's a Severance reference? Can you explore cities? What happens if you explore this? Oh, you can. I didn't see this. So this is the countryside. Yeah, this is like the muddy parts of Florida, like the alligator nature. This is really cool. Okay, let me see the other ones. Brian Header. Okay, Ambrosia. $2 billion budget. They're gonna make $50 trillion from this game. It doesn't even matter. Like like, dude, you know what's crazy? I promise you, this is gonna be the beginning of like a Grand Theft Auto there's gonna be a Grand Theft Auto theme park. There's gonna be a Grand Theft Auto movie, a Grand Theft Auto show. This game is gonna spawn like Infinity Media. Like they're gonna be infinite rich after this. I'm not gonna lie. Ambrosia looks like a biker gang. Heart of Leonidas, American industry, old school. Oh, it's just like the where the factories are. I got it. What's the other one? Port Gellhorn. This is like, what is this giving? Cheap motels. This is like it's kind of like the busted down countryside of Florida. I got you, yo. Yeah, we're gonna be here to drink at the bar and then get in a bar fight, like 100%. And this got to be like Vice City. This got to be Miami right here. Not this one. I take it back. This is Tim the Tat Man. They got Tim the Tat Man over here. This dude got a big ass nose. I'm not gonna lie. He got a snoozer. Jesus Christ, he got a snoozer. Okay, so this is like mud country. And then this right here is Miami. Leonidas Keys. No, this is the Florida Keys. This is where where's Miami? This is like nature, bro. Where's Miami at? Vice City type. I forgot Vice City was a game that they already made, which means they're probably gonna make a couple of like references. I don't know because I never played the game. They're probably gonna make a couple of references to Vice City, huh? Like to the game, bro. It's gonna be fire. I can't wait till someone does that. Someone links it all up together. Look at this guy. Tan to the brim, yo. This is gonna be my favorite spot in the game. This is where my house is gonna be. 100%. Yo, this is gonna be fire, yo. This is gonna be so fire, bro. What's the price for this game? It's probably gonna be over $100. I don't know if they can sell this game for less than 100, right? Like, look, let's be honest. If they charge $150 for this game, are you really not buying it? Yo, like, are we being honest with each other or not? If they charge that amount of money for it, you guys are buying it, okay? Because I'm buying it. I don't care. They could charge $1,000 a band for this. I would drop it. What are you gonna do? Not play GTA 6 on release? You know what I mean? probably wouldn't buy it. Okay, you guys have more self-control than I do. Okay, maybe chat's using their brain. Okay, me, I would just have to sacrifice going out for like a month. Okay, I would just not go out for a month so I could buy this game and play it. Okay,